What's up everyone, welcome back to Satisfactory 1.0. We ended off last episode by making some quick wire and today we'll be using it. So let's get straight into it. So as you can see here, I prepared the platform for the assemblers and manufacturers. Also brought the plastic from our oil power plant over there and rubber. I also changed my mind about using the pure copper recipe, and I just made some cables and copper sheets over there using that ore that the motors use. So now we have rubber, plastic, cables and copper sheets over here. So we can get into building our Ethereum factory. And my plan is to make AI limiters, computers, high-speed connectors and some circuit boards. So you can start off by making some AI limiters over here. I'm gonna be using 3 assemblers, and they're going to be using AI limiters, and the last one's gonna be working at 60%. It's gonna be producing 3 per minute. And all of these are gonna require 260 Ethereum. So I changed the outputs a little bit over here, and this one is at 260 volt. So we can bring this down over here, and we can place some splitters right here and just connect it to all of these assemblers with some belts. So that's going to be quick wire, and these also require copper sheets. So we have copper sheets here, and we're going to be placing splitters on top here. So you can take a splitter, line this up with the output, and do the same thing for the other assemblers. And we can then get the conveyor from over there, make it a little longer, and now we can place the lifts to connect the resources into the assemblers. I'm gonna move this by 1. So now that I moved them by 1, they actually snap to the assemblers. So we have the Ethereum and copper sheets connected. Now we can get to the next part, which is circuit boards. We're going to need a little more, because we're going to need 9 assemblers. Just have to get rid of this guy. So we need 9 assemblers. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 8, sorry. We need 9. Wait. Yeah, we need 1 more. But this one's gonna go into storage, and the rest is gonna go to the next production line. So we can place the splitters for all of them. And now that we connected the Ethereum wires, the quick wire, we can do the same thing as over there with the splitters. So you can get them in line over here. And we need to bring the plastic a little further, so we can move this over here and connect this. And now we just need to line them up with all of these, and it's 8 assemblers, I made a mistake. So that's enough. So we need just to connect all of them. And now the circuit boards are connected to plastic and quick wire, and so we can move on to the next part, which is computers and high-speed connectors. So we can get our manufacturers and place them over here. Let's not just the edge. And then we need 4 for computers, and we need 3 for high-speed connectors, just like that. And now all of these require circuit boards, both computers and high-speed connectors. So we can merge these circuit boards over here, and that's going to produce 58 circuit boards, and the last one's underclocked to 5.5 per minute. So that's 58 circuit boards, so we can just collect all the outputs. So now I also connect the Caterium, also the circuit boards, and I set up the speed. So we have three constructors with computers going at full speed, and the last one going at 29.33, producing 1.1 per minute. And these two high-speed connectors going at full speed, and this one is going at 28.5714. So this is a full 480 belt, which can actually connect from our Caterium thing over here. So we can take this, and this is a 480 belt that's going from the bottom. Yeah. So now we just need to do the third output for both of the constructors, and for computers that's rubber. So we can get our splitters over here and place them in line. So we can take rubber and just extend it, and we'll have to do the same thing over here with the lifts. Yeah, they don't snap because I misplaced it, so we can place it correctly this time. So that should be fine. And yeah, these should snap. So it's the same thing for the first three assemblers, first four, because the fifth, sixth and seventh one has a different third input. So as you can see here, I connected the rubber to the computers, and now the third input for the high-speed connectors is cables, so you can just also connect that over here. I already brought that from the small copper factory I did there. So now all of these are getting resources, so you can get over here and build the storage room. So I already placed the final containers, but we also need to place the overflow containers over here. So you can just place, again, the same tower as we always do. Just have a lot of storage. So let's just turn these around. And here we have to do something else, because we're going to be doing overflow into the sink. So we're just going to place... I placed this the wrong way. So when I was turning them around, I already connected them to the lifts, so they're in one big storage now. And also placed the smart splitters. And they're going to be going into the storage over here. And this is going to be any, and we're going to do the right output as overflow. And we can just paste it into all of them. And now we can place mergers around here, I think. No, we need to place them one place closer. So here. And we can collect all of the overflow onto one belt. So now I connected all of the overflow onto a single belt. This is going to be fine because we don't produce a lot of items, so our belt should be fine. And all of these are going onto a single belt, and we're going to place a sink like somewhere here. But before we do that, we're actually going to do another overflow system, but that's going to be for this manufacturer over here. So if we think about it, the AL limiters are going to go in probably the first one, actually the second one. So we can place a smart splitter here, and that's going to go, center is going to be actually overflow, and right is going to be any. And we're going to off the next smart splitters by 1. So they, this one's off. So they actually have a lot of space. So if we line this up, so this is going to go in, and overflow is going to go front, but any is going to go here into a manufacturer over there. So we can just place that here, and we're going to need 4 items. Yeah, we're going to need 3 items to go there, and another thing is going to be plastic. That's going to be next. So you can connect these here. You can put center to overflow, right to any, and you can copy and paste it into all of them. And now we can get the mergers and combine the AL limiters onto a single belt over here, and that's going to be I think 13 AL limiters if I underclock them, or fine, yeah, that's going to be 13 AL limiters, and they're going to go into this output, this input. And the next thing is going to be circuit boards, but I'm actually going to put them into the last output over here, since we don't need them for the one thing that we're going to be making in the future. I'm not going to spoil what it is for now, as some of you have not watched like Satisfactory before and may not know what that is, but I think it's going to be next episode. So we can actually bring this, say, here, and place a conveyor so we have it 1 level higher, and line this up over here. So now we can take the circuit boards and connect them to this last to the last storage space. And now we need to connect the computers and high-speed connectors. So if we extend this so we have more space, and we can place mergers on the line here for the first 4 assemblers, because the last 3 are high-speed connectors. And we're going to be producing 12.35 computers per minute. And now I can take the output and go to the right, I think. Yeah, we're going to go to the right over here. And now we have to do the same thing for high-speed connectors. So now all the outputs are connected into our storage and overflow system. So we can place the last manufacturer over here. We're not going to be using it yet, because we have not actually unlocked the item we're going to be making here. But I just wanted to prepare. So we can get this to the middle and into the last storage space. We can also get these higher so they can go over the belts, and you can place the belts. Let's actually place a conveyor straight away here. So you can lower it back. And these are gonna go into the manufacturer. So you can place some more foundations and connect all of them. So now we have all of the items from the overflow system, and the last item is on the belt over here, which is plastic. So we can remove this for now and place a splitter here. We can notch this. So now we have this going there and a lift going into the manufacturer, We don't have this recipe unlocked yet, but it's gonna use high-speed connectors, AI limiters, plastic, and computers. So some of you might know what this is, but I'm not gonna spoil it for now. So the last thing we need to do is connect all of this to power and see if it works. Now that we connected it to power, it actually looks like everything's working. For now I disconnected the storage containers and the overflow is not turned on yet. So I'm gonna let it sit for some time to overflow, so we don't have any stops in the middle. Also, for now, this isn't going to be working at 100% because we need 480 Caterium ore for all of these refineries and we only get 300 from this miner. But I'm not going to worry about that for now because we're actually pretty close to Mark 3 miners, which is the max level. So pretty soon this is going to work at 100%. So now, while we're waiting, we can actually get... I don't want to connect this to power because then it's gonna use these circuit boards. So I'm gonna get the awesome thing and place another one here and connect this to power to take out all these tickets. So we have 144 tickets and also 2 more in our... where is it? It's in our cloud storage. Fixed coupons. Yeah, we have 2 more. And we can place the awesome shop and get some more stuff. So we can get wall power outlets Mark II, clean pipelines, hyper tubes we haven't played with yet. Probably designs. We have 140 tickets, so we can pretty much get everything we need. Coated concrete, some walls. I'm just gonna go through this and choose what I want. Okay, so I chose what I want. I only spent like half of what we have because we're gonna unlock more things for your organization. So I'm gonna scroll through this and you can see what I chose. So we can buy that. We can skip that. So now we can actually upload these back so we don't lose them. And this, yeah, it's starting to overflow very nicely. And they're missing something. Quick wire. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a little bit of a problem. Why is there? Oh, because these are still overflowing. Yeah, when they fill up, it's gonna start overflowing. I may do some things manually because I left some quick wire in the storage here. So I'm gonna quickly fill all of these up with quick wire. So while we're waiting for factory to start working there, we can start working on phase 3 of the space elevator. So I have a plan for how we're gonna do this. So we're gonna place this is gonna be manual. I'm not gonna like overdo things. So we need 2500 versatile framework. So we're gonna fully overclock 2 assemblers to do that. And this is gonna take 50 minutes around to do the all of the versatile framework. So that's the first part ticked. Now we need modular engines. So we're gonna need a manufacturer here for smart plating because we're gonna use a different recipe this time. And we're gonna need 2 manufacturers here for the actual modular engines. And these are also going to be fully overclocked. So that takes also around 50 minutes. So these are going to be fully overclocked. And this one's just going to have a summer sloop inside. It's going to be smart. Oh, I didn't unlock the recipe. So I need, it's from here, it's called plastic smart plating. so you can get that, and now we can set the recipe for here, and this is gonna be enough to power both of these. So we're gonna split this into one of these and these, and the only thing that's left is adaptive control units, but we're gonna have to wait with that because we don't have enough space, and also need circuit boards for that, which haven't built up yet. So I'm gonna connect all of this, and I'll be right back. So I connected all of this with conveyors. I did pretty much only spaghetti. Like, this isn't important, it's gonna get removed pretty soon actually. So this is just spaghetti. This, we're gonna have rubber, this one's gonna have motors, and this is gonna produce smart plating from rotors, reinforced iron plates and plastic, and this is just gonna have steel and modular frames, which go into this storage, and this goes into this storage, and the adaptive control units is the one thing left, but we have to wait for the factory to start up, so I'm just going to bring all the resources here. So I got the right amount of resources for these manufacturers to make the space elevator parts, and it's going to take like an hour to produce all of them, and also in the adaptive control units, but I think I'm going to do that off the episode, so that we can just start off the next episode by unlocking phase 3. As you can see, the factory is working well. I'm not going to connect it to storage yet. I'll wait until all these manufacturers stop working, so they fill up with the resources, and when I turn them on again, they'll just work at 100%. Because for now, circuit boards are the bottleneck, and there's enough produced, but they're just like filling up these first. So I'll wait for the manifold to fill up. And we're gonna start off the next episode by unlocking phase 3, which is aluminum and some other cool stuff. That's gonna be it for today, so remember to leave the like button and subscribe while you're there. That's gonna be it for today. See you in the next one. Bye bye!